So today, Jalen Hurts officially signed his big mega contract extension with Philadelphia. 5 years, $255 million, $179 million guaranteed, plus a $23 million signing bonus, and an average annual salary of $51 million. Highest paid quarterback, highest paid player in NFL history. Good for Jalen Hurts. This deal sets him up to even make more money in the future because it's such a short-term contract. He's going to be less than 30 years old when he goes on the free agent market again. Big job for him. Good job. Here's what I have to say about this, though. And this is more of an NFL opinion, but I do want to wrap in Justin Fields as well. But give me a minute here. If Lamar Jackson thinks that he's going to get $51 million per year, he's crazy. And that's the main point of this segment. I don't know how many Lamar Jackson fans are here with us. Lamar Jackson's a very talented player. Don't get me wrong. Running, MVP winner, did things that no other quarterback has done, and he's still young. But I'll tell you what, he has missed way too many games recently, past 2 or 3 years. He's been way too injury prone. And his performance has actually declined since 2019. I mean, in 2020 it was 16 touchdowns, 13 picks. That's horrendous. Do you really think he deserves $51 million? Does Lamar Jackson think so? Apparently he does because he still can't find a contract with Baltimore. Do you really want somebody like that on your team? Cap strapping you for $51 million? No, I wouldn't. Remember what was so funny when everybody said, oh, Justin Fields look for Lamar Jackson, 1 for 1, 1 for 1. What a dumb idea. What a stupid move. And now this makes it even worse. Let me ask you this, Bears fans. Would you want the Bears to pay Lamar Jackson, assuming that trade went through, $51 million per year? They'd be cap-strapped forever. Their team would already suck. I mean, they already do suck until this season. Now they'd suck even more. And they'd have a quarterback who'd play 8 games a year. Yikes. What's this mean for Justin Fields? As I said, I think it means a lot. I think if Justin Fields can turn on this year and do what he is projected to do, and if he does this for the next 2 years, I should say, he may be in line for a big extension. You know, a lot of people said, well, Jalen Hurts did this, the Eagles did this, so the Bears going to be the Eagles. We've seen this narrative being built throughout the year, and there are a lot of parallels between the two teams. Today, Justin Fields is not worth $51 million. I think that's a non-controversial opinion. Unless you're really sipping the Kool-Aid. I mean, you got to agree with me on that. But in 2 years, if Justin Fields does what Jalen Hurts has done, if Justin Fields leads the Bears to a deep playoff run, MVP candidate, doesn't even need to win it, he could very well be in that range. And that becomes a question that we have to think about years from now. Should the Bears pay Justin Fields that much? Will he be worth that much based on his performance? Are you okay with the Bears being a little bit cap-strapped in order to pay their quarterback? The Bears are such a Stone Age football organization at times, they've never had to face this sort of situation because they've never had a quarterback. They've never had to wonder, if we pay our quarterback $40 million, $50 million, what are we going to do with the rest of our team? Bears are one of the few organizations left that actually haven't dealt with that conundrum. Even the Lions have. Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Packers, Kirk Cousins, Vikings. It just set the thinking wheels turning in my head when I saw this news. Because I thought, what if Justin Fields does what Jalen Hurts has done? What will the Bears do? And it's a fun debate. We don't have an answer today, and really, maybe some would say it's stupid to even think about it right now. Justin Fields needs to prove himself. He needs to get to a point where he is even deserving of $50 million. But I'll tell you what, that day will come sooner than you think. And the question is going to be, what will the Bears do? What do you think they should do? If Justin Fields balls out like Jalen Hurts over the past couple of years, should they pay Justin Fields $50 million? Are you okay with that sort of dollar amount, depending on what the Bears do in the playoffs with Fields? Just fun things to think about. Good for Jalen Hurts for getting all this money. Bad for future quarterback markets because Justin Fields will cost a pretty penny. And I guess lukewarm for Lamar Jackson. And Lamar, if you're watching, you aren't worth $50 million. Sorry. You're a very good player. I won't even say decent. You're a very good player. You've won an MVP. You are a historic quarterback in terms of rushing and passing. But your performance over the past couple of years has been crap. You haven't played in a majority of the games in a season in 2 years. You got problems. They need to be fixed before you could talk about $50 million. Everybody's watching the Jalen Hurts saga, and now it's come to an end for now. What's it mean for Lamar Jackson? Here's what it means. Absolutely nothing, because Lamar's not worth $50 million. Unfortunately, the market now is at that rate, so Lamar's going to think he deserves it. What's going to happen is the Ravens and Lamar are going to butt heads, and probably no deal is going to be done. And if it is, Lamar will take a pay cut. The Ravens will not pay him $50 million per year. I guarantee it. And they shouldn't. And if they do, it's dumb. Something to think about. That deal's very interesting. But I'll tell you what, Lamar doesn't deserve it. Justin Fields may. Only time will tell on that one.